Hello and welcome to 2 Divided by 0. My name is Zach from the channel UGU Zach, and this is a channel hosted by myself and Husky Airsoft. Now, if you've been on my channel recently, you know I have a strained relationship with that, to say the least. Anyway, so in this video I'm going to be making a very good cup of coffee. This device that I've got disassembled here is called a percolator, if you didn't already know. And it makes coffee on the stove. Anyway, I'm going to fill it, and I'm going to pause the camera because I cannot hold a camera and hold the tap at the same time. I will be back when it's filled. Anyway, there is 4 cups of water in there. Oh. And I'll set it on the smallest burner on the stove. That's about the best size for the little pot that I've got. And I will be brewing Muskoka roastery coffee. Right. Loon Call breakfast blend. Now again, I cannot scoop coffee with one hand. So I will be back. Anyway, that's all filled up now. I've got around 4 tablespoons of the blend in it right now for the 4 cups of water. Anyway, this straw-looking thing goes in first. Then the filter sits on top of that on a bead about halfway down. And I don't know exactly what to call this, but the water drips down through those holes into the coffee grounds and back into the water. Basically how it works is the bubbles made from boiling it are collected by the great big cone at the bottom of this straw thing. Again, I don't know the proper terminology for any of this stuff. Comes up here, splashes off of the curved lid, drips into here, which evenly distributes it, well, at least that's the hope, through the coffee grounds themselves. The lid's got tabs on it so that it can't just slide off like you often find with a teapot or something. Anyway, set it to high heat, and there we go, and wait for it to boil. I will be back when it is boiling. Let there be light. There we go. You know what? This actually takes so long. I think I'll brew a coffee while I'm waiting for my coffee. I found something that's not quite as terrible as the stuff that I had in my video of this thing. I still hate it. I want that gone. Just gonna make something to wait and pass the time. Right, we're starting to see the bubbles form. It's not too far off. Steaming up the top. There. Should probably be starting to see how all of this works. The bubbles force water up the straw. I probably already said that, didn't I? Don't judge me. There are long breaks in between these pauses. It takes a long time for water to boil, even on high heat. I gotta get a new one of those. Now it's going. You can see the water started to become discolored. Lots of bubbles are running up the straw, and that's causing spouts of water out of the straw thing. Drips through there. Darn all the steam. You can see it dripping into the filter. And then that, I can't get the camera low enough, dripping down through there. Actually goes pretty quickly once you actually get the water boiling, but it's getting it to a boil that's such an issue. If you want a fast cup of coffee, get one of those. If you want a particularly good cup of coffee, get one of these. It's really going now. I hope you can hear the odd gurgling noise that it makes. It's kind of entertaining, actually. Alright, now that it's up to a good boil, I'll turn it down a little bit. There. Just gonna let that brew for a bit longer. I like my coffee fairly strong. Hey, stupid camera, pause! This smells so good. I wish that the camera could show that. What are you doing? No, you don't get any coffee. Coffee's for me. Alright, the smell of fresh, rich coffee has filled the room. So I'm just going to let that finish bubbling and boiling and whatever it does. And then I guess I'll pour myself a cup. Now, all in all, you've seen like 6 minutes, 17 seconds now. For me, this has been about half an hour. Just a little under it. But yeah, it's not the quickest way to obtain a cup of coffee. That is for certain. But it is definitely the best that I've had. Alright. Seems to be basically done. The handle is also fairly far out, so even after it's just finished boiling, it's safe to grab. Ah, that smells so good. There we go. And then you add your milk and sugars or whatever. And you've got a really good, really strong, delicious cup of coffee. That is how you make a really good cup of coffee. Again, very slowly, but sure beats anything out of Starbucks. And a Keurig. And a Tassimo. And my old coffee maker. This is just the best coffee I've ever had. Like, seriously, if you like your coffee strong, get a percolator. It's good stuff. And I can recommend that Muskoka Loon whatever coffee. It's good stuff.